hair, and I had epidural shots every month, didn't work, and I used the hair treatments, and then that really makes me work, and my hair grow back, and nobody would think that I have fat loss, hair loss. So, okay, right there. Okay, Atomy. Have you heard about Atomy before? Before we were introduced by our members before? No, probably not, right? I heard about it before, but I wasn't sure if I'm going to use it. But since I know, the more I study, that I have more confidence. Just like JungAe Pak say, if you go out and you have a confidence and want to talk to other people about the Atomy product, then you need to know what's backbone to this Atomy company. Atomy, the Korma BNH is the first thing we need to study. Korma BNH is the first government venture company. It was financed from the Korma Korea and technology from Korea Atomic Energy Research Institute. We call it CARI for shorts. And we need to know about these two companies in order to make ourselves very confident about the product. The Korma Korea started about 1990 in Korea. That's about 20 years of experience. But originally from Wisconsin, US, 1921. So it's about 100 years of experience in research and development in the pharmaceutical and also the skincare system and our personal care. And throughout the world, they have about 9 Korma that includes the Korea. And matter of fact, recently Korma Korea acquired Korma Canada, which is the good news for us. So there's 9 of them throughout the world. What they do is probably, if I say you probably know, the Lancome, Chanel's, Shiseido, Duvan, Ohi, all this the product from Korea and also from well-known company here was made from the Korma. So Korma has actually very good reputation throughout the world and has very long experience with all this product. And how about the CARI? CARI is a special line for nuclear fusion and radiation technologies. This one is the Korean government institutions. That's what they are specializing in back then. And nuclear fusion, I don't know much about that, but nuclear fusion is a source of energy. And the radiations, if you know it, radiation we use everywhere. And the matter of the fact that Korea is one of this company export this energy to other countries as well. And we are able to make the astronaut food, space food. You know that space food is only made in US, NASA, and Russia. And our country is one of this country who can make those astronaut foods. The CARI itself has about 1,400 PhD researchers and the 4,000 just research member. That's equivalent to the US NASA employees. So this is a great and it's a huge facility, not just like a little company in Korea. And then there are indeed personal care, functional health food, and the cosmetic. So we do have those intact because they're focusing on the purification technologies and the biotechnology, which all included to our product. So let's go back to Atomy now. The Atomy is a distribution company for Korma BNH, backbone to collaboration of Korma Korea and CARI. So all this technology and the finance and all this experience, they make the product, and the Atomy is the one who distributed Atomy is the only one distributed for lifetime. So we should be very confident about what we're actually selling, what we're using, and what we're introducing to other people. These 2 backbones are very strong. It backs up our product. Let's talk about the Hemohim. Hemohim is named after the Korean government project, Hemohim. Because of the CARI employees and all this, the PhD, they're exposed to radiation all the time because of all this research. So these PhD, they die from exposed to radiations, and they get ill and they get cancer from it. So what they did was the CARI and their Korean Atomic Energy Research, and then they are with the Korean government, jumped right into it. The Korean government, they funded about $5 million and 8 years of research and development with 15 million scientists. and they asked them to use 100% of Korean material to come up the cure for the immune system booster and antioxidant, anti-cancer. So through the research, what they did was they researched 1,000 different vegetable, fruits, and grain, and they carefully select about 30 medicinal herbs. A lot of people already know, even like a little herb that we take has an impurity. So if you take the impurity every single day, you can be killed by that. But because of carrier technology, we have something called gamma ray that should jab it into all these herbs and kill its purity. Because if we have to take something like this every day, we cannot have impurity in their hemohim. So they jab it into that, so kill impurities. If you take the hemohim, a whole box of it today, you wouldn't get killed by that. And we got a pattern throughout the world. We have a pattern from Korea, US, and Japan, and Europe. And this is, they had their own research done, and this is what they say about it. Herbal composition for improving anti-cancer activity, immune response, and homeostasis of the body, and protecting body from anti-oxidative damage, and the method of preparing the same. This is the Europe and the US give the pattern for. And also, I went myself with that as well. NIJ.gov is a very, very reputable government website in US. If you search hemohim here, this is what they found. They didn't just do the one research. Throughout the many, many years, I read the whole article here, but they talk about animal tests, and they had actually people tested for many, many years and see what's the difference. So this is very, very helpful. If you go back and if you want to search for hemohim, it tells you everything about it. And we do have some testimony for hemohim. Some people has the body irritations, and this is hemohim with the body itch. It's get better. We have another one. We see this all the time back in Korea, and even here the children have eczema and the skin irritations. They see the results like this. Okay, so we do have a probiotic tent. Probiotic tent, it's just whatever we take it in, we have to take it out. But when we have a problem, then it's really a problem, because our digestive system controls 70% of our immune system. So if our immune digestive is not healthy, you cannot expect to have a good immune system. That is why our probiotic kicks in. Our probiotic not only has many different bacteria in our body, but by the way, what's the probiotic? Do you know what probiotic is? Living bacteria living in a healthy person's intestine that provide a positive health effect when the proper amount is taken. So we need some kind of bacteria, but this is some kind of miracle that we have. The bacteria living in our liver, our stomach, our lung has all different bacteria. It's not one bacteria living in our body and controls that. It's all different bacteria. That's why we have a 10 plus. All different type of bacteria it's in our system that actually living in our system. And that gives the probiotic actually provided that. Not only that, when probiotic intake to our body, it kills by the acid juice. But our probiotic is coated into something, so to resist from the acid juice, it lasts our body a little longer. So if you want to have a good bowel movement, take it in the morning and empty stomach with a full glass of water. If you want to have your bacteria, if you want to have your probiotic living in your body longer, you want to take it with your food. It works much better. Atomy Color Food Vitamin C. Look at the name carefully. It's not just a vitamin C. It's a color food vitamin C. That means something. Our vitamin C, it's unlike any other vitamins. We cannot consume. We cannot generate vitamin 3 by ourselves. It has to be consumed through the foods or consumed through the supplements. It's better to take the supplement, because if we wanted to get 5 milligrams of vitamin C, you have to sit down and eat the whole bag of orange to make the 5 milligrams of vitamin C. Our vitamin C already have one packet, 5 milligrams of vitamin C already there, but also has 7 different color foods. Back in 1980, the U.S. had a little campaign. Campaign shows that we should take the 7 different type of color foods per day. And they made it to the started with California, but they went over the US because it's so hard to do it. 7 different colors. We know it's so good for us, but it's so hard to take through the food. So we put it into our vitamin C. So we can take it with the vitamin C and 7 different color food with it. And omega-3, another name, Atomy E omega-3. So our omega-3, going back to Carrie is one of this focusing was purification technology that applies to here too. The purification technology here, they catch the smallest fish bottom of the water in Alaska, which is one of the clean water area. And they quickly process and purify them. In order for them to do that, the reason they're doing it is they wanted to reduce the odor of the fish. So they catch the smallest one and purify them, and also for the mercury contents. So our omega-3 is very small like this, 2 capsules the size of 1 capsule and over the counter. And if you see that, our omega-3 is only about a little over 1,000 milligrams if you take 2. And other omega-3, if you take 2 of them, daily supplements, you have to take 2,000 milligrams. And if you see EPA, DHA, the level here, this size of it only has about 600 milligrams out of 2,000. Ours, 470 and 262 out of 1,000. It's almost 65% of it. So even though it's smaller, but much better EPA, DHA. And also has turmeric oil to keep you from the antioxidant. So so if you go back, and also it's safe to have the children to take it. It's small enough and also has mercury content very low. Let's talk about the current event. This is one of these heat things that we're talking about. Even here in USA, starting 2017, they try to prohibit polyethylene from the cosmetic, which is very hard to do because polyethylene is a fancy name for microbeads and microplastic. Microbeads and microplastic, it's really needed in a cosmetic. Every cosmetic has that. Problem is that they're not melting it. Where can you find it? You can find our scrub, not our scrub, but most scrub has that. And toothpaste has it. You see a little thing here? If you Google microplastic, the first one comes up is the crust. Toothpaste. What happened is, because this is not melting in the water, if you have a little residue left on your teeth sometimes. What does it occur? That's going to ruin our ecosystem because it's not melting in the water. Fish eats it, we eat the fish, and going back and forth, and it destroys our ecosystem. But our toothpaste is waterproof because propolis here is a natural protective substance. This one is not water soluble, but we do have a technology to make it water soluble. So anything you wash your mouth with the water, it's a rinse away. You don't have to worry about it. Because of the natural protective substance here, if you have a gum disease, it's not cure them, but it's actually helping you from not having you from happening, help you from the happening, the gum disease. So this is something that's really good. And skincare system here, again, we do have a skincare system with the technology from Carrie. Carrie has a purification technology, biotech, all this. That all applied to this product right here. The sixth system is like a complex for all this technology. Just make it very simple. Fresh herb technology. We do have a fresh herb technology, which means all this cosmetic company, they use a dry herb. But we do use the fresh herb. We pick it in the morning, we process the same day. So once it's active ingredients, at most, optimized, that's where we abstract all these ingredients, active ingredients from. That's another, it's a biotechnology. We have a high purification technology again. Once you use the dry herb, even like a fresh herb, you try to make a tea out of it, the water gets darker. If you try to make it the cosmetic gets darker. But we do have a purification technology to get this color off of it. So we can put more into our cosmetic. So active ingredients there is we can put more into it. So it works much better that way. Fermentation technology, the biotechnology, again, that's from the Carrie. Fermentation means aging it. If you go to a restaurant getting aging steak, you pay more for it. Why? Because if you're aging something means that the ingredient active like amino acids, all that, the enzyme break into the small pieces by itself, not from anything from the outside. So it makes your meats more tender. But the problem is it's an order. Same thing here. We do have all these ingredients, but the aging them, it's gonna create the order. But we do have a technology to get rid of the color, get rid of the order from it. So we do keep the amino acids to ferment your skin, but get rid of all this order that's not pleasant to our skin. Nanocapsule technology, that's a novel formas technology. The nanocapsule meaning when we have a skin cells is between 300 and 400, but we have a technology to make the ingredient very, very small, like about 40 to 50, 40 to 100. Then it goes into our skin very fast and it penetrates into our skin very fast. And on top of that, we put that into the capsule, so it pops 3 times throughout the day in our face. So once you put it in the morning that we put it in, at the end of the night when you try to get rid of it, it's still very moisture and it gives you a bit of firmness to it. See, we have a people that has the before and after picture using that. And other people using our product, it gets better, much better result. And with your body and hair, I talk about the hair tonic right here. I loved it because I see the results right away. This one cleans our scalp and opens our scalps, and it intakes all this ingredient, all this nutrition to our pore. And the evening pore care system, that's another technology into here. The makeup is oil-based. We need to use something oil-based to get rid of it. And we have oil-based here, cleaning here, and we do have a foaming gel that get rid of all this residue in your face. You have to use this concentrated, so you have to use it very little to get rid of that. And we do have a peeling gel. The microbeads, it's all melting. So we don't have it, it's all melting in the water, so we don't have to worry about that. And we do have a mask as well. And we didn't leave the men out for it. We do have a man for men, so I'm sure a lot of men here are using this. The men, we try to simplify for men because they don't want to have a 6 step. They just make it into 3. And the Arbor Day, this is something that I want to recommend to everybody. If you have a daughter, there's something I want to recommend it. I was reading the Facebook the other day. One woman, she's a 17 years old high school girl. She was killed by using tampons. It was because of bacteria going to her body. It's not healthy at all. There's something that you wanted to recommend to your daughter, someone that you love, because this one has aloe to it. It brings the temperature down. So if you use it, all this bacteria, it grows less. I mean, it grows, but it grows less because it brings the temperature down. And also it helps your cramp. So you gotta know it's less PMS. For the hair treatments, someone like me who get a very good result on it. So I also have a home care system. We do have a fabric detergent. It's a powder one. I have a wood floor. I use this one to clean my wood floor. I mop it with that. It's nice and clean, no stickiness. And I have the liquid detergent. I use my laundry with that. Softener. I have to tell you about the softener. I'm the person, I used a softener before with another company, but I thought it was a waste of money. It's an expensive product, so I didn't want to use it. So I used the little sheets they put in your dryer. I thought that's something, you save money doing that. But I changed it to this one because I'm doing the Atomy business. I need to know what this one in here. I want to see the difference. So I will start using that. I share the results later, but next page. And we have these detergents. This detergent, I wash the vegetable with that. And then vegetables and fruits, because my children love the fruits. I just have a couple drops in the water, and then put my vegetables and fruits, and rinse them up, and rinse it with the clean water. And that's how I clean it. Because I know Atomy Home Care product has passed and received certification of National and International Health Institute. So I know it's very safe for my children. Going back to softener, I had to take a picture of it. This is the sheets that I have used. This is a softener that I have used. I didn't do anything to it. I fold it up. This is how puffiness this gets, the softener. So you should start using it, and also it gives a very nice sense to it. So start using that, and you only have to use very little bit to make this effect right here. We do have all this product here. We do have a sunscreen, we do have a compact, the hand cream, lip gloss, lip treatments, oils, essentials is very nice. I've used them, it's very nice for everyone who has a tangled hair, for your children. Here we do have a coffee, and we do have the seaweed. See, the Hungry Park talking about the confidence of product that we need to have. And he's talking about quality, because I talk about the quality. I explained to what's a backbone to Atomy's Carry, that equivalent to the USA NASA, and also Korma Korea. That's really good, a reputable company to all of the world with the pharmaceutical and skincare and cosmetic as well. But let me talk to you about the price. Okay, here. I take my coffee. It costs me 21 cents per stick. But for me, I take 2 sticks of it because once 2 is not strong enough. And I take my omega-3. It costs me 22 cents per day. I take 2 of them. Probiotic, I take 1 stick, 47 cents. And I take my vitamin C. It's 20 cents per day. Total of $1.11, a little over $1. Well, I used the McDonald's coffee before, but people say I don't like McDonald's, use something different. So I changed it to Dunkin' Donuts. Small coffees, $1.99. So it's cost less than Starbucks small coffee. Would you take this, or would you take that?
This.
This, right? And on top of it, what I did was I add a couple of my hams to it. If you're a Starbucks drinker, it's less than your latte, price of latte. So I think I proved the absolute price as well. Okay, quiz time.
Quiz time.
Quiz time. What is the backbone to Korma B&H? There's 2 companies. Yes,
you gotta raise your hand. You gotta raise your hand.
B&H. Not you.
Raise your hand.
Okay.
Carry and Korma.
Oh,
Carry, Korma.
and Korma.
Ah.
Korma Korea.
Korma Korea.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, good. Good enough. And one more? Maybe one more? Are you ready for one more?
Yeah.
I don't know about that. Price. And what else?
하나만 해도 돼. 됐어. One is enough.
Okay, one is enough?
Yeah, let's cover
Okay,
up.
all right. Thank you, guys.
한번 하나 주세요. You can go up. Go ahead.
Anything?